Welcome back, everyone, to episode 23 of the United States series for Power and Revolution 2021. So, in this episode, we're going to start off making more improvements within the country. So, we're going to start with a little bit of infrastructure, and we're going to do a hyperloop from Las Vegas to Phoenix. So I'm not sure why it's acting up right now. So let's try this again. Alright, so the cost of the project is going to be about $15.3 billion. Um, Originally it's going to take about 21 months. We want that to be done a lot sooner. So it's going to be 7 months, and it's going to be $76.6 billion. Then let's see what else. Alright, so we have three more shale oil wells. Let's take a look at what our production is. It's at 25%, but we could still build a few more. We're not going to build as many as we did in previous series because we already have met our demand with oil. But we want to anticipate more use from oil with the with energy demands going up. So let's see. I know what area I want to build the shale oil wells. So alright, so we have 1, 2, 3. So we can only build. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. So we could build two more. And again, the reason why I only do 5 oil wells in the same state is for some reason in previous editions it would do something to the game and bug the game out. So you were basically safe with 5, but anything more to that, it does something to it. So that's my reason for playing that way. Alright, so that's just good. So we want very good. Alright, right there. Okay, so that should help with our supply. And next we want to I'm gonna build a few more nuclear plants. So we can dismantle probably 74 fossil fuel energy plants. So let's go with Nebraska. Actually, yeah. So it's going to cost 11.4 billion. So we'll put that there. And we'll put one there. So now let's go to dismantle. We're going to dismantle 74. That's subtracting about 14 terawatts. Let's put it back in construction. Alright, so Alright, so it was a good choice for our decision to build the Hyperloop from Las Vegas to Phoenix. That's going to help our economy and tourism. Okay, so we were successful with destroying the launching station in North Korea. So that was a success.
Our agents that have infiltrated this organization are still operational. Do you want to try to dismantle the operation?
Okay, which group is this? Okay, Somaliland. So let's take a quick look. Okay, Somaliland. So we're going to support Puntland right now. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, so let's get back to our own country. And since I'm going to be building up the military also, let's deal with the pacifist union. So we'll investigate the president of that organization. And let's take a look at our military units. Alright, so we have 25,000 commandos. Career soldiers is continuing to increase. We're almost at 200,000 missiles stockpiled. So the rank 1 tanks are really obsolete. It would only benefit us to use that against a third world country, and they have the same tanks, just not as many. So let's dismantle 150. Now, so let's go with 10. Let's see about 20. Let's go with 30. We'll have that at the end of the year. Okay. So that's one. So that's going to be 60. Oh. That's going to be 90. It's going to be 120. So that's our total production for the year. All right, and let's take a look at. So we could stand to use another aircraft carrier. And probably a few more nuclear submarines. Because we need a strong navy to deal with, mainly to deal with China, but it would still help to deal with Russia as well.
The package has been delivered.
Alright, so our missile launchers are now available. Okay, we'll accept that.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
Okay, we'll accept.
Our agents had to abort. An electromagnetic field that can, if one believes the works of Moore, be attributed to the team's nervousness, literally roasted our code cracking tools. The team is stuck at the door. Is this a failure? In absolute value, yes. Since the cover-up of our men remains intact, the incidental analysis tells us that we will do better next time.
Okay, so we weren't successful in sabotage for China.
The target was taken successfully. Our men are on site and away from radiation, leaving the local authorities, if I may, to wade through the Beck rolls. Given initial reports, I would revise my first projection. I reassess the weighted impact of the extent of panic on the grounds by at least 2.5 points.
Okay, so we were successful in causing a nuclear accident in Pakistan. So far, 74 victims. That's only going to increase. So we're going to pour a little salt on the wound and we're going to do a massive cyber attack on them also. Because they're an ally of China, so China and any of his allies aren't going to have a easy time with pushing their agenda. Especially as long as we stay on top of them.
The target is in position and under surveillance 24/7. Data collected by our agents will be regularly updated into the synthesis report that you will be able to review on file from now on. Good reading!
Duly noted. Copy that. We are going to start the process. Unfortunately, our network implanted in that country is scheduled for another operation and cannot help us in this one. It's a bit of a job.
Alright, we'll see how that works out. If we don't succeed the first time, we'll just try again.
Scientific rigor has proved its superiority over doctrinal barbarity. A simulation program based on Mering's models, the application of transactional analysis to ambush situations, a pyrotechnical approach to interpersonal dynamics in combat situations. As you can see, nothing is left to chance, which is why this operation was successful in eradicating the terrorist organization. Our agents that have infiltrated this organization confirm their window of opportunity. It goes without saying that the operation is risky, but if successful, the short and long-term benefits are almost incalculable, including...
Alright, we'll go for that. Alright, so let's continue with modernizing our military. So first, let's look at our budget here. Alright, so we have 118 billion in our treasury reserve.
We rocked it. I will keep you informed.
Okay, so on top of dealing with the nuclear accident, we're doing a massive cyber attack on Pakistan, so that should cause a lot more chaos. Alright, so let's go with, actually, let me do this first. I want to nationalize some of this so we can really increase our production. Let's see if this will pass. It will. See about tanks. People don't like it, but it's gonna pass. And let's go with naval construction. Alright, it's barely gonna pass, but it's gonna pass. So we'll try that. And then let's increase regular submarines to 60. Okay, so all 6 would be done in November. Okay, and 2 nuclear subs. Alright, now. Alright, so we have anti-aircraft missile silo. So with Washington right there, we're gonna build another missile silo. Help protect the capital. Okay, that's gonna be 9 billion. Of course, people are demonstrating against that. Alright, so a journalist has been kidnapped. Alright, so we have to work on our CO2.
It hit hard. Transportation is paralyzed. Power stations are down. And authorities are helpless. It's a success all across the board.
Our agents that have infiltrated this organization are still operational. Do you want to try to dismantle the operation?
That will let them be for now. Okay, so let's reevaluate a Two things. Alright, we have a missile silo there. Alright. Okay, so let's see. Alright, so we're still waiting for 100 more agents. Alright, let's go with the patriotic front. Let's put these guys under surveillance.
And then, let's not forget that our runner has always publicly supported your policies.
Now, let's see what debt we have left. We have 65 billion. Alright, let's pay some of them off. Alright, so that completely eliminated our treasury reserve. But we're gonna get that surplus back in another day or two.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
Okay, so let's go back to that. So we have 1.5 trillion. You know, in the 2022 edition, I hope they give you an option on how much you want to pay instead of just taking it completely out of your treasury reserve. All right, so Switzerland, pay that off. Reluctantly, we'll pay off Russia. And pay off New Zealand. Or else that wouldn't be paid off for 28 years. So we'll wait a little bit for paying Israel off. Yeah, you know what? We'll go ahead and pay that off. So we managed to get our public debt now. All right, so let's look at our finance. Oh, one thing that escaped from me was, okay, the inflation. So that's starting to flatline a little bit, so we're gonna bump that up to 12%. I actually should have done that at the beginning of the episode, but completely forgot about it.
The funeral will take place next week. Do you want to attend the ceremony?
Right, so to make up for that treasury reserve or lack thereof, let's bump that up. So the people are all for it. So what about 3%? Okay, so keep it at that.
Cancer may become a major public health problem with many social and economic implications, especially in terms of the health costs. Prevention, research, and screening programs would nevertheless allow us to fight back.
Our sportsmen are ready. But if I may,
So let's see. We need to improve education. Let's go with 10,000 more teachers.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
And research. Spend about 10 billion there.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
the competition will begin in a week. All our athletes are in top form.
This law.
Hey, let's take a look at our paper here and see what's going on. Wait a minute. Okay. We're being accused of embezzlement from the pacifist union. That's funny. Cuba. Okay, so let's take a look at. All right, so those 100 agents are actually available, and I lost track a couple episodes ago, but we're gonna put them in Saudi Arabia. And so let's look at Saudi Arabia's economy. So we're going to let's pause that real quick. So for oil, we're not in the World Trade Organization anymore, so we could pretty much do as we please.
Good morning! I didn't come empty-handed. In fact, I wanted you to see in order to submit to you this economic contract which, as you will see, is profitable for both our countries.
Let's see. We don't produce enough foul, but they're not going to really budge our supply, so we're going to refuse.
Sure.
So we're going to be a bit more aggressive and not going to tolerate any nuclear power from Iran. So
we're going to start firing on targets in this country.
So we're not going to hit any military bases. The current one that they're rebuilding, we're not going to tolerate that either. So we have 3.9% growth. And we're going to completely destroy that nuclear power plant. So once we completely destroy that, okay, our operation is done. So let's take a look at Pakistan. So 35,000 dead. And on that note, I think I'm going to end this episode. So I finally made it to over 500 subscribers, so I can only say thank you, and thank you to those of you who have shared these videos. Hopefully I can continue to increase my subscribers, and again, thank you so much for the support. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. It helps with the channel, and also click on the like as well. And I will see you soon.